The story of Multiversus is one in which a genre-breaking idea succumbed to a lack of faith from the publisher and plenty of mismanagement from the development team. Multiversus is a fighting game, specifically a platform fighter akin to Nintendo's Super Smash Bros. However, comparatively to Smash, it is more widespread due to its availability on Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, and PC on both Epic Games and Steam.
Multiversus was so special when it came to platform fighters, as it expanded on the idea that 2v2 in these games could be more than just a gimmick. It was both team-based and single-player, depending on mode, but the gameplay was generally the same. You and your opponent/opponents are on a stage, surrounded by a blast zone, eliminating anyone to enter. You use a variety of attacks to build up damage, increasing knockback with each attack. Your goal? Knock the opposing players far enough to where either they're outright eliminated in the blast zone, or are knocked too far and have no resources to recover to the stage. Repeat until they are out of lives, and then the victory is yours. Those are the basics, but gameplay goes much deeper than that. Gameplay varies from character to character, stage to stage, and from playstyle to playstyle. Multiversus, in both its beta and full release, were criticized for many aspects of gameplay. In the beta, it's too fast, very unfollowable at an esports spectator level, and the full release is considered too slow, causing unfun gameplay for many.
The official announcement for Multiversus was in November of 2021, in which many gamers, especially fans of the genre, were intrigued about a fighting game featuring many of Warner Bros. IP. To look at the complicated history of Multiversus, we need to break it down into two parts. The beta period spanning July 26th, 2022 through June 25th of 2023, and then the full release coming out on the 28th of May 2024, and then unfortunately shutting down over a year later on the 30th of May 2025. Both of these periods had their esports events as well as their strong loyal communities. However, the game shut down due to a lack of faith from the publisher, who is none other than Warner Bros. Games. The game's character roster, to be fair, was amazing and is what made the game so lovable for many. Anyone from Batman to Shaggy to Tom and Jerry were playable. However, Warner Bros. Does not have a good reputation in the gaming sphere, failing many projects in the past. The game developers, Player First Games, was a smaller and passionate, however very inexperienced group of people. The game director, Tony Huynh, is often blamed for many things that went wrong with the project, although that is usually not the case.
The statistics of Multiversus are like a roller coaster, with ups and downs at every bend. Player numbers are not revealed on console or Epic Games, however Steam can give us a followable graph for our player history. According to Steam charts, on the beta release, the game peaked at 153,000 players. Keep in mind, that is on one platform, an insane statistic for a platform fighting game, which is a semi-niche genre. However, by August that year, the players had already dropped to 30,000 and then to the 4 digits in the following months. The beta had shut down as planned, then resurged on the full release at 114,000 players. This lower number is likely due to the fact that the beta had its bugs and issues, causing some players to lose trust or interest. It then followed the same exact trend, averaging around 500 in its final months before its shutdown. The game had 2 significant tournament appearances, these being the major at EVO 2022 and the major at Platfight 2024. According to Esports charts, EVO's 2022 Multiversus stream peaked at 62,000 viewers, averaging 24,000 viewers. This wasn't a small side tournament appearance, this was the main stage, and Multiversus had it. However, time after time, they proved that they could fail themselves over and over again. Unfortunately, a loving community and fan base, as well as a loving developer team, does not line Warner Bros. Pockets, causing Multiversus to shut down at the aforementioned date due to all of these factors. With Multiversus gone for the foreseeable future, many are sad about what could have been the next big thing in the platform fighting genre.